You know who we are. But let's meet another hero. This is Lance Corporal Dan Miller.
Dan and the other brave Marines of 2nd Battalion are helping keep you safe from the supervillain threat.
We're proud to fly alongside them. And now we could use your support.
That's right, Maeve. With our new campaign, Saving America.
Here I go, you guys. Wish me luck. Oh, FYI, not a real base. As if Homelander and Maeve are gonna eat MREs and piss in a ditch with the rest of the crew.
Yeah, hi, we're filming right now, excuse me.
Also, you might recognize Army Boy as hotel clerk number 2 from The Devil's Breath, episode of Criminal Minds Beyond Borders.
Well, hello.
Oh my God. Hi, my Nana's your biggest fan. I'm Stormfront.
Great.
Right, yeah, from Seattle, right?
Portland, actually. Your, Highness. Holy shit, your eyes are really fucking blue up close.
You are fun. It's been a hoot, but we got work to do, so let's get back to it.
Oh, totally. They just wanted me to meet you.
Who?
Oh, the boys on 82. I'm the new girl.
Wait, what are you talking about?
Oh, hi. I'm in the 7. Replacing Translucent. God bless his soul. Ink's barely dry, but, yeah, reporting for duty. Fuck yeah.
No, I don't think that it's not true. I don't know anything about this.
Wow. Well, Stormfront. Who delivered the good news?
Oh, Mr. Edgar, the big guy?
Wonderful. Great. All right. Great.
Going again, people.
Well, I think this is going great.
I'm on page 134. Chain of command doesn't apply to other military contractors in the field. I don't see why it should apply to us.
Caprese sandwich.
Well, when they're in actual combat, whom exactly do your heroes report to?
Same person as always. Me.
Spicy chicken cilantro wrap.
Subheading 16. We need a top secret Yankee White designation for Compound B.
Come on, Stan. Only one man okays that. You want to stroll into the Oval Office and start barking orders?
Hell yes. Half our own heroes don't know they have Compound B in their veins. You want China finding out?
This one. Best efforts to limit collateral damage. We'd prefer stronger wording.
Well, that's standard language for our New York contract. LA, Chicago.
Exactly what casualty allowance are we looking at here?
Officially, 0, of course. But cone of silence, 34%.
Veggie frittata.
ممكن بقوة نار المقدسة؟
هيكتروا الكلمات، بدنا جملة تشد الانتباه.
شو رأيك تلق بالحقيقة؟
هي جملة تمام. أنا بفتكر إنه
You guys fucking ready? Rousing music. Hans Zimmer. Title card. Ho ho ho! Cut to black.
That is amazing.
Welcome back, everyone. It's Charlie. This is going to be my new Boys Season 2 trailer video and breakdown of that big live stream where they previewed what's going on during Season 2. They introduced the Stormfront character in a much bigger way. There's a bunch of Easter eggs from the Boys comics, so we'll break it all down. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe to get all the videos. Because of what they're doing during Season 2 with the way that they release the episodes, I'll actually be able to do videos for every single episode, so I'm actually really happy about this. The official Season 2 release date is also September 4th, which is Labor Day weekend, so it's a little bit later than they premiered Season 1, but because of the virus, everything has been delayed by a couple weeks, so that's why it's premiering a little bit later than Season 1 did. There are 8 episodes total, and basically starting with the footage in this clip here, this is sort of a funny tongue-in-cheek clip of them filming an advertisement for the boys in the military. They also screened the first 3 minutes of episode 1. I'll talk about that in a second too, but I'll talk about the Stormfront footage first. So this is them filming an advertisement that you'll see show up on people's TVs within the context of the show. It's Queen Maeve and Homelander because they're the 2 most powerful members at this time, even though Stormfront is crazy powerful in a slightly different way that they explain. She shows up filming everything selfie style, just annoying the hell out of them. They don't know what's going on, but she says that she's there to replace Translucent, who was killed off by Huey early during Season 1. She tells them that Mr. Edgar told her that she was joining the team. Mr. Edgar is Giancarlo Esposito's character from Season 1. He was Stillwell's boss inside Vought American during Season 1. It sounds like he's much bigger during Season 2 based on that opening 3-minute scene with him negotiating with the military. During this live stream too, all the actors were taking shots of blue liquid to make it look like they were taking shots of Compound V. So they obviously made a bunch of changes with the Stormfront character from the comics. I'll talk about that in a second because they revealed one of her powers that isn't a comic book power is actually reading people's minds. They said that they kind of redesigned the character for the age of social media, so the way that she's filming it in this scene is kind of baked into the nature of the character. They'll kind of explain that, but just like the comic book version of her character, she is worse than Homelander, so to speak. If you don't know Aya Cash, she's actually from a show called You're the Worst. She's in a bunch of other stuff. She's actually a pretty fantastic comedic actress. So the way that they're explaining her on the show here is that they are doing some of the Nazi stuff in her backstory, but unless they're purposefully trying to mislead us, I don't think that she's actually from World War II the way the comic book Stormfront was. Stormfront in the comics was sort of the beta version for Homelander. They used all this Vogelbaum research during World War II that he used to create Stormfront. Then later when he came to the United States through Operation Paperclip, they used to create Homelander and make him that much more powerful. So in the comics, Homelander is more powerful than Stormfront, but the thing that they've done to sort of balance the scales on the TV show and make her more of a sort of thorn in Homelander's side, at least at the beginning, is give her the ability to read people's minds. So the reason they do something like that is just so that he can't hide anything from her. She'll know everything that he's done, but like they said, she's just as bad, if not worse than Homelander, and they also said that she would slowly earn Homelander's trust during the season. I think that just means that they'll slowly reveal why she's even worse than Homelander during the season. But they did say when they first meet, he absolutely cannot stand her. They absolutely just hate each other's guts. The difference with Stormfront's powers in the comics is that he can fly and he can spit lightning. He's sort of a combination of Captain Marvel or Shazam from DC as well as Thor from Marvel Comics. He's from a team called Payback, which is an Easter egg for the Avengers in the Marvel Universe, even though the 7 is sort of an Easter egg for the Justice League in the DC Universe. Because it's the boys, they combine a lot of DC and Marvel Easter eggs in Season 2, so we'll see how many new characters they introduce. The opening 3 minutes there is Giancarlo Esposito's character signing the contracts to put supers in the military. Season 2 will deal with a lot of the consequences of what they did during Season 1. And that was all about Homelander manipulating the media to make people think that they absolutely needed supers in the military because there are all these terrorist cells that they were running Compound V to create foreign superheroes. So in episode 1, in this opening scene, they're basically just following through on that. And you have Jim Beaver's character, who's also from Supernatural. Eric Kripke, who's the showrunner on The Boys, also did the Supernatural TV show a long time ago. So there's a lot of Supernatural stuff going on here. It was kind of funny. They talk about the standard contracts that they have with the other cities. They joke about collateral damage. Jim Beaver's like, okay, look, we're got to be really careful about this collateral damage. And Giancarlo Esposito is basically saying there'll be 34% collateral damage, meaning that they will cause just as much damage as they prevent. It's just hilarious. 34%. That's just a crazy amount of collateral damage. Then you have that scene in Syria with Black Noir on a mission, just going around ripping everyone apart. It's another terrorist cell where someone has gotten Compound V. So obviously he's there to kill the new super, but then they sort of joke about his powers a little bit too. They give you this big surprise like, oh wait a minute, he got soaked with heat vision, but it didn't destroy him. It was able to burn him quite a bit, so you see a little bit under his mask. That's a bit of a teaser, like, will we see what's going on underneath the mask? This is the actor who plays Black Noir underneath that mask, so they might be changing the comics just a little bit. I know everyone who's read the comics knows his secret identity, so please don't post those spoilers in the comments, because there is a big secret twist with Black Noir's character. But I think they just want to show you that he has some hidden secret abilities, like he's not just a martial artist, he doesn't just have super strength. Then when he rips through all these other people here and goes to the little boy's room, that's also a reference to Black Noir in the comics and all the terrible, terrible things that he does to children. So I don't think I need to over-explain that too much. You kind of got that vibe there from him just trying to mess with that little kid. It's way, way worse in the comics. So if you want to get the full dose of WTF, just read the boy's comic book. But then instead of doing that, you see him turn, leave, and go out the window. So I think that's the TV show saying that we're not going to do that terrible, terrible part of the Black Noir comic book character. Even though the TV show just gets really, really gory and really violent, they're not going to go that crazy. Patton Oswalt narrated that live stream with them talking about all their characters during Season 2, but he did not reveal who he's playing during Season 2. My big theory is that he's actually going to play the Legend from the comic book. The Legend is a character who's based on Stan Lee. He's an older character who works with the boys as an information broker. He just knows everything about superheroes, and because he's really old, he's been around since the beginning of the superhero era, so he knows everything about every single superhero. It's meant to be a reference to Stan Lee being sort of the godfather of comic books, knowing all these things about these comic book characters going back years and years and years. So we'll see. He could be playing somebody else, but everybody let me know what you think about all the footage and what your big questions for Season 2 are. What'll probably happen too, because the season isn't premiering till September 4th, is that there'll be another clip or some more promos before that happens sometime during July and August. But the way they're dropping the episodes is a little bit different. So I said they're dropping them weekly, but it's a little bit different for the first couple of episodes. So on September 4th, when the season premieres, they're dropping the first 3 episodes binge style. I will do videos for all 3 of those episodes, but then what they're going to do with the rest of the 5 episodes, because there's 8 episodes total, is release them once per week. So it just makes it a little bit easier for me to do videos for every single episode. They said that the reason they're doing that is because the episodes are so crazy and so big that they just want to give people more time to talk about each of them so that it isn't just a big pump and dump style where it's all come and gone within a weekend. So that just means a lot more videos for The Boys Season 2 episodes from me. So for those of you that really like Season 1, there'll just be a lot more Boys content on my channel this summer. And I know everybody has been dying for new content from TV, from movies, because of the virus. Everything has been delayed so much. The Marvel Disney Plus series will also be dropping sometime later in the fall too. So I'll be talking about that stuff in my Marvel videos. While you wait for everything, click here for that other Boys Season 2 trailer, and click here for my brand new Doctor Strange 2 Multiverse of Madness video. Thank you so much for watching. Everyone stay safe. I'll see you guys tonight.